Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing the ball left, dishing the ball right, making the right play at the right time, because that's what guards from Plainfield, New Jersey do. Let's see what they do on the court this evening.
It's time to hoop it up. We are ready to go. Westbrook. Clippers have it. To George. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Westbrook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Beverly. Clint Capella snatching it out of the air.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Defense making the ball carrier work. Knocked loose. Oh, they called a foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Here comes the screen. Harden shoots. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Leonard, great feed. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Oh, Russell Westbrook missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Paul George. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Passed it off. Add 2 points to the board. George here against P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Beverly. For 3. Cleaning the off. And a putback slam.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Austin Rivers. That one out of bounds off a rocket. George, the hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Harden, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Beverly. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. Mike D'Antoni changing up his lineup. LA Clippers with the basketball. George. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Williams to Leonard. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Harden to Gerald Green. Harden. James Harden. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
And the slam.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
Number 21, Patrick Beverly.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one at Staples Center with the Clippers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Austin Rivers, bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Whoa, what a finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Houston with the basketball. Rivers, tough matchup against George. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. From long range. And the Clippers with the rebound. To George. And the basket good at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
The shot by Rivers, no good. Here's a chance from long range. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
And the finish, slam dunk.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To P.J. Tucker. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game for the
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 2 for 2 now.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
To Paul George. And finishes strong.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Clippers have got it. To George. Leonard. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Westbrook to Fareed. Oh, had him going there for a second. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Kawhi Leonard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's good. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself at the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. James Harden fires for 2. And George able to gobble up the rebound. To Beverly.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Yes! 3-pointer is good. Westbrook into the front court. Down by 15. To Fareed. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And the Rockets clear the board. To Harden. James Harden. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
George, and he hits.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
That's it for the first half, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly, Patrick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Westbrook to Capella. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Rockets with 4 to shoot. James Harden trying to cash in. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defense...
Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that. But I did like getting the ball right back.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Right here.
Knocked loose. Gordon against Paul George. Clippers have the basketball. George smothering D. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Eric Gordon. Beyond the arc for 3. And Paul George nails it from downtown.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And, Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
And coasting in for 2.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
George knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Westbrook to Harden. Fires the 3. Oh, he hits the 3. To Paul George. Fires the 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there. Utilize